And you don't have to open it right away. We'll keep the list for you of things you haven't read yet. So when you have this spare moment, you're waiting for your friends, you're, whatever, maybe to go do a scenario, you can sit there and just read the tome at your own leisure. This is me just kind of futzing around with lots of different things. Let me show you. So there's an imp right ahead. This is one of the beginning quests. And what's interesting about Tome is that there's you can do Tome unlocks while you're just doing your regular questing. So one of the beginning quests is to unlock an imp, and right there I've just killed an imp, and so I've gotten a Tome unlock for it. So there's this sort of dual progression as you're going through it. You're doing your quests, you're unlocking pieces of the game. Let me show you. So here's a character that I have. This is the first time I've encountered a troll. I'm going through and doing one of the PQs in the area, and I'm killing trolls and getting progression for it. Some of the things in the bestiary are based specifically on kill threshold. So I've shown you that where it says you've killed 1, you've killed 25, you've killed 100, you've killed 1,000,000. Oh yeah, I'm totally cheating, by the way. I'm sorry, but I didn't point that out. I can't play games anymore because I go in, the first thing I look for is the bracket kill command. So I've totally ruined myself for this. But yes, I'm just running around bracket killing all of the trolls. I'm trying to get all my Tome unlocks to show you. I do it with good intentions. But anyway, so some of the things are kill threshold. So it's like you kill 1, you kill 25, you kill 1,000,000. Some of them are not. Some of them are special, unique things. And one of the things about Tome is that we're trying to reward people who pay attention. So let me see if I can go back for just a second. I just killed a bat. There's nothing particular about the bat. I looted the bat, and on the bat was a couple different things, one of which was a bat wing. And if you hover over it, it says, the remains of the bat wing may be of some interest to somebody who is versed in the ways of alchemy. Now, does that mean anything to you? Not necessarily. You could go back to a merchant, and you could sell that bat wing, and you'd be none the wiser. Or, if you're cheating like I'm cheating and just jumping right over to where I know you need to go, one of the chapters that you're going to be progressing to has a guy in it named Bernard the Alchemist. And so, just wander over to him, and if you have the bat wing in your inventory when you talk to him, he says, oh, thank you very much. He gives you a little bit of story, and then you've completed the Tome unlock. It's a hidden Tome unlock. It's not supposed to be totally obvious. I know that within a few weeks, or days, or maybe even hours, they're all going to be on the internet, and that's okay. We have other ones for that, and I'll show you one very soon that is hopefully going to be very difficult for people to track down. But the idea is, as you're playing the game, you're just sort of enjoying the experience. I want you to be paying attention. I want you to be looking for hidden stuff. I want you to be, trying to figure out different ways to play and break and do all kinds of crazy things in the game. I'll show you. So let me show you an example of one of the sort of hidden things in the game. This is what we're calling Tome Quest. So this is an area that you would be standing around, questing, doing sort of your daily progression. This is a sort of an early one. And there's this guy. This guy only appears between the hours of 12 and 1 every other day. And you have no reason to know that he's going to be there, except for that now I've just told you. But you don't know that he's going to be there. And so maybe you see him, and maybe he sparks some interest to you. And maybe you decide you're going to follow him and see where he's going. There's things like this we're trying kind of everywhere. So it's to sort of add to the richness of the gameplay experience, try to make it feel live, make it feel like you can really kind of find all these different levels of gameplay in here. So I'm following this guy, and he's about to meet that other guy in tent. And what they're going to do is they're going to have a conversation. Like I said, this only occurs between the hours of 12 and 1 every other day. So you have to be rather fortunate to be in this situation. And they're going to have a conversation. And the story goes that these two are Empire soldiers, but they're actually traitors, and they are training to be there's a sort of servants to this wizard. And this one is saying the wizard is finally going to agree to meet with you. and gives him the key. Well, I don't really want that guy to go meet the wizard. I'd rather go meet the wizard. So as soon as they're finished the conversation, I'm going to kill them and take the key. There's a tower. You actually see it kind of up in the corner. It's the wizard's tower. And as you're playing through the world here, in this level, you can never go in it. There's no quest to send you up there. It's just this big tower on a hill, and you would never know that you need to be there, except unless you find this guy, happen to kill him with your kill macro, like I have. All powerful me. Loot him and take his wizard's key. And not only that, but then look at it and go, I'm going to interact with this wizard's key. Small icon representative power, which warps you up into the wizard's tower, which is the only way you can get there. And what you've done is you've just unlocked the first portion of the Tome quest. And in this, it's called Subversion, and it's a story about you sneaking your way up into the wizard's tower. Now, I'm a Chaos Zealot, so what do you think I'm going to do when I get to the top of the tower? I'm going to kill the wizard. Kill Macro, thank you. And so, I'm going to get to the top of this tower, and I'm going to kill the wizard, and that's the second portion of the unlock. And so, it's just this sort of crazy, opportunistic thing that you can do if you're paying attention, if you're immersed in the world, if you're following the story, if you're violent and bloodthirsty and decide you want to kill everybody you meet, and it's just another way in which we're trying to reward you for paying attention and enjoying the Tome. So I'm just going to run up there and kill that, and I'm going to show you another Tome unlock. I'll start preparing that. Does anybody have any questions about the Tome? Specifically,
what are the rewards for achievements? Only experience, or are there any items or something?
Yeah, so you can get trophies. We're giving out trophies for the Tome. Some of them will be the trophies that you would be getting, for killing specific mobs, because we track that. So you'll be getting those trophies. You'll also be getting some other fun trophies. We're also going to be giving away some other items. So various, some of them like fluff items they call RP items, rings and things like that. And we're also going to be giving away tactics. And so there's actually a branch of the career system that is specifically for the Tome. You have a Tome tactic that you can equip. And if you have more questions about that, but now I'm flying. I'm just flying around the world. So that's the wizard's tower up there. And there's no path up to it. You can't get to it, except for by warping that quest. And so, yeah, there's Tome tactics, and you can talk to Adam. You'll be meeting with him afterwards about how that works with all of the career stuff. Does anybody else have a question? I know it's too exciting.
Can you show it to other people?
It's a really good question. So there's one place that you can show the Tome to other people, and it's what we call bragging rights. And so what you're doing is you're going to be able to go up to someone like you would inspect them to look at what they're wearing. You can inspect one page of their Tome, and it's basically the 10 things they've chosen that they would like for you to see, like the 10 things you're most proud of. I've killed 10 million squigs. That makes me awesome and totally not my life anymore. But that kind of thing. So whatever you're proud about showing, maybe you're proud, I've died 9 million times in RVR. Go me, that's really funny. I'm trying to show you, there's so many videos here I have here, there's so much. Any other questions?
Does it keep tracks of what you give us in the game?
Of what?
What you give us.
There are specific guild Tome unlocks. So they are particular to the guild that you're in. And there's various ones. We've integrated very deeply into the guild system, so it kind of follows as your guild progresses and what you do. And it's actually kind of segues me into something else, which is we try to track everything that we do. So there'll be Tome unlocks for crafting, and there'll be Tome unlocks for guilds, and there'll be Tome unlocks for RPR, and Tome unlocks for public quests. Actually, right now, what I'm doing is I'm running through this public quest, and as you play through public quests, you actually unlock Tome unlocks for going through all the different stages. And this is just one of those ways in which we want to kind of encourage people to explore and really try all of the public quests. You're going to get actually a fat amount of XP for doing a public quest for the first time. So you might want to go, you know what, I really like this public quest, but I'm going to run and do all the different ones in the area so I can get my unlock, I can get my experience, that kind of thing.